Hello, 1:49 a.m. Tuesday, November 15th, 2012. I see myself. I'm so fat. I'm getting so fat. Just eating just all the wrong things, and just not happy with the way I look. I look so fat. Okay, I've been meaning to make a few videos. Well, I tried to make a video, and then I wasn't happy with it, with what I said. This was yesterday, and I think the day before I even tried to. I've been just Ugh, I've been kind of an emotional purgatory where my feelings have been in places where I don't want them to be. Because it's why? Well, because it affects my productivity. So, with that said, the word productivity, I've organized this Envision Power system, and I've set up my online community. The website's called Share the First. There's a lot of work I still need to do here, and I need to learn a lot of different stuff, and I need to customize it and change the colors and all that other stuff. And I'm sitting here creating all of the forums of people to have discussion. And I already made, within the system, you can blog. So within the system, you can open up your own blog and write whatever it is that you want to write. I haven't written in a very long time. And I sat there and I wrote something, and then at first I thought I would not have enough content, and then I ended up, it's so much information. I don't know how concise it is going to be to the point, but yesterday was the meeting at Bergen County Social Services, and I arrived there late, and I ended up, this is what I spoke about in my blog post. Long story short, I didn't get a chance to voice my opinion. Plus, I wasn't really all that calculated. I was gonna free-spirited. I was gonna go up and just have a conversation with some of the board members and just kind of get an understanding of how much people get paid, how much time they actually spend here working, how a mayor would have enough time to be a board member of an agency and be tasked with being a mayor. I don't understand how some of these people. Well, I didn't really talk about it here, but it's an idea to simplify government is to eliminate government. Basically, it might be an idea that I'm willing to explore. I've been thinking about it by myself. I have no one to bounce this idea with. If you eliminate local government altogether and just have county government, or eliminate county government and bring the local government together under one form of government, and then have a state government and federal government, because it's quite redundant. I live here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 forms of government. There are 4 governments above me. Local government, county government, state government, federal government. That's too much government. It just makes it complicated. It's important to have a state government and a federal government, but having 2 forms of government, it's just quite redundant and complicated. So, I'm sitting here, I kind of lost my train of thought. This is one of the things I realized, that in writing, it could be better for me to write. Because, well, suppose I start talking about something, and then I kind of get myself off on the point, and with writing, I can see what's happening, because I can reread it. As opposed to this, I have no idea what was said 3 minutes ago. So, I don't know how I plan to address that when I start to do professional campaign-related updates through video. I'm just going to simply have a checklist of things that I did, things I didn't do, and things I want to do in the midst of the campaigning, and just read it all off, dun 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 dun, and be done with it in 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But this is quite a different challenge. This is something else. So with that said, also, this might be my last video for a little while. While I kind of get situated here and kind of work on my writing at the same time. Maybe I won't come back here for a little while, and you miss me, but you have a place to go. Share the First, because I've given thought. There's a lot of thought been given to for creating a place for everybody. Basically, the premise is, it's I wrote it down so it sounds nicer. Community system for objectively sharing thoughtful and meaningful information with other people for the benefit of society. Now, the premise is, another premise to it is, it's no, I'm going to be promoting it door to door basically while I campaign, because it is a tool for me in the campaign, because there's a topic, there's a forum here specifically dedicated that I created, but anybody else could create. I don't know how I have to address that with the moderators, but basically this is a venue for the New Jersey constituents of District 36 to share, to speak in regard to anything involving our government. And I made a topic, and the topic is, well, there's a guy named Oleg V. Kirikine. He's running for the state of New Jersey General Assembly of District 36. Maybe it might be simpler to just have a government called District 36. That might be maybe even simpler. Just have 40 districts, and each of the districts have its own government, and that'd be the local government. That's a dilemma, though. There's a report I read. A lot of the stuff that, well, now I have a place where I could share. I have a lot of links, and there's a lot of reading that happens, and I get a lot of information. That with the systems that I do here, it's very hard for me to do much. So I'm gonna see, maybe I could. There's a lot of organizing I have to do. There's a lot of information that over the years I've been collecting. I want to kind of put it all together and make it presentable for somebody to look at it. Quite honestly, I don't think I'm very good at this either in terms of the video, because I don't because I'm not selling anything. That's why. It's not a show, it's my life. I mean, I talk about my life and what I do in my life, so there's some of the things. Oh, I received another check from the New Jersey taxation Division of Taxation. They gave me $15. Wow. I don't know why they even gave me any money, but okay. I also need to get a scanner, because from yesterday's Board of Social Services, I received a little bulletin, basically the title of it, and I speak about it in my blog. Menendez-Lautenberg announces $119 million for New Jersey heating aid, basically money that will be spent to help low-income families, seniors, and people out of work not freeze to death in their homes. Something along those lines. And then the agenda for the Bergen County Social Services, October 2nd, 2012, 5:30 p.m. And this book, I was actually, well, I speak that on my blog, so you can read it there. Hopefully, I want somebody to read it, because I'm not sure. I haven't written in such a long time in that kind of format, so to speak. I'm not sure how it came out. Kind of read it over. Made sense to me. Kind of. What else is going on? What else is going on? Because I'm not sure when the last time I made a video upload. I'll check right now. This way I can tell you what has happened, kind of. Well, yeah, every day is a new small adventure for me. But yeah, I've been feeling before. I'm kind of feeling better now, but I was kind of feeling depressed. The black dog came and crept into my life, and I had a chat with Anna. Anna was a girl that I kind of spoke to a little bit, I guess, when I used to play Dranzik. And she gave, she's a single mother now, and we were talking about, I guess life and her life. And okay, the last video was 11/08, 2012. Today's the 15th, so it's been a week. It's going to be very hard for me to recount the last week. But anyways, we were speaking last night over on Skype, and there's a very strong girl, and that kind of resonated. I mean, that kind of some of her energy kind of got onto me, and that kind of just gave me a little boost. But I guess I'm gonna end it here for now. I'm gonna be spending a lot of time with this IPS community advent, kind of putting some things together with it that are, I guess, I'm just gonna be working on this. I guess that's what I'm gonna be doing while I wait to work with Oliver and some things. And continue to, well, I haven't touched anything. I know I spoke about this last time. I haven't touched anything in regards to organization. Well, now that I could write, maybe it'll help me. Or I have a place to write. I find it awesome that other people could pick up writing and open up their blog through this. Like, I mean, I've given this a lot of thought. I mean, this is well, I would like this to one day be a platform for journalists, for writers, for people who make film, people who make contributions to society. I mean, I have to, you know, I can't imagine, you know, scientists using this in the near future, but it's just something for a place where people can present their stuff, because that's important, especially when you do stuff that in a way involves other people examining what you're doing or giving you feedback, or simply for whatever it is that you're doing to grow. So I might come back, probably, but for now I will be there, and I'm gonna just continue formatting a little bit. There's a lot of customization in terms of the visualization that needs to take place, but there's also a lot of structuring that needs to kind of change around. But check it out, share the first. I'll provide it in the comment. And that's probably the first time I've said something along the lines of something like that, like, oh, subscribe. No. But just transitioning a little bit.